Welcome once again, ladies and gentlemen, to Jack of All Trivia. It is Monday night. It is the Inner Geekdom Division, and May the 4th be with you, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Star Wars Day. If you knew it was going to be a sweaty nerd holiday like it is today, then you knew we were going to have the sweatiest of sweaty matches in Jack of All Trivia right here tonight. And boy, howdy, do we have a great match for you here tonight. We've got Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly, going up against a newcomer here in the Jack of All Trivia Inner Geekdom Division, the Kingslayer, Ruben Colon. Man, and from what I understand, these two actually have quite a history. They teamed together in a couple other leagues, and they've been really kicking some ass. But now, you know how we like to stir the pot here at Jack of All Trivia. We're making the teammates go head-to-head and seeing which one has the deeper cut, sweaty nerd knowledge. I, for one, cannot wait. But I, of course, am not the only person here hosting this match tonight. I got my one and only brother in the NWO. Well, not the one and only anymore, but he is certainly the one who has been with me ride or die for the longest time. It is, of course, Haven the Villain Pendergast. Haven, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's going all good, brother. You know, it's Monday night, so, we got an IG match. We got two guys. One is a brand new player. Joe, I think I've seen him play one time before, so I think it's going to be really interesting, man. I want to see how this goes, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely. I was thoroughly impressed with Joe's performance in his last Inner Geekdom match, so I can't wait to see what he pulls out here tonight. Ruben is the wild card here. We have no clue what his strengths and weaknesses are. We don't know what he has in terms of deep cut knowledge in any of these categories. We are about to find out. Let's go ahead and chat with the Kingslayer himself. Ruben, how you feeling tonight, man? First match here in the Jack of All Trivia IG division. You getting a little nervous?
Yeah, actually, I think this is probably one of my very first geek matches that I'm not really nervous. Not because I think I can beat my opponent, just because I feel like it's a win either way. Like Joe, he's my partner in a lot of other leagues. I can compete alongside him. He knows my weaknesses. I know his weaknesses. So this is more of a fun match. No shit talking. No saying, "Oh, you're going down." This is just may the best man wins.
All right. The tag partners are keeping it classy, like Ron Burgundy. Well, maybe a little bit better than him. But in any case, let's go to Hot Fuzz himself, Joe Farrelly. Joe, how you doing tonight? You excited for this match? You excited to be facing Ruben? What's going through your head right now?
Oh, I'm so excited. Look, when I got the opportunity, I found out I was going to be playing Ruben, I jumped at it. Look, we're teammates, we're faction mates. We get on, we know each other's strengths and weaknesses. This is going to be no crap talking, just a fun match. As Ruben couldn't put it better than Ruben did. Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
All right. Well, we will definitely see exactly what both of you guys can bring to the table in this match. Let's get right down to it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, tonight, Jack of All Trivia proudly brings to you an Inner Geekdom match in the Sweaty Nerd series, scheduled for 3 rounds to a finish. Introducing first, he is known simply as Hot Fuzz Joe Farrelly. And his opponent, he is the Kingslayer, Ruben Colon. All right, gentlemen, round 1 works as follows. You will get 8 questions in 8 different geeky categories. You will write down your answers on a whiteboard or piece of paper, whatever you happen to have at your disposal. After 15 seconds, I will call you each by name. You will reveal your answer to the camera and say it aloud at the exact same time. Each correct answer will be worth 1 point. You do not lose any points. There is no penalty for missing a question, shall we say. However, if you are fortunate enough to get all 8 questions correct, you will receive a bonus question worth 1 additional point. Now, keep in mind, gentlemen, that there are 4 repeats in this league. If you feel like you need a little extra help or maybe just want to stall for some extra time, toss a repeat out there. I will be happy to repeat the question for you. Also, keep in mind that we do allow 4 technical repeats within reason. We do know some people have a tendency to abuse that sort of thing, so we will be keeping an eye on that. Not to mention, ladies and gentlemen, we also have a challenge rule in effect. The challenge rule works as follows. If you think a ruling went sideways and shouldn't have, toss that out. Myself and Haven will deliberate, and we will render a ruling. If you succeed in your challenge, you have an opportunity to challenge once again later on in the match. However, if you fail in your challenge, then you are squat out of luck for the rest of the match. With that said, Kingslayer, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hot Fuzz, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Then let's get it on. Ding, ding. All right, gentlemen. Your first question in round 1 is going to come in the category of the DCEU.
Ooh, my favorite.
All right, DCEU. In Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Bruce Wayne has a vision of Barry Allen saying that blank is the key. Fill in the blank.
Yeah. Both of these guys look like they might have the answer. They both look like they've played in IG before. Both of these guys look comfortable in the ring.
Yep, looking comfortable, looking confident, not showing any signs of stress. In 5, 4, 3.
Let me actually repeat that, actually.
Okay, first repeat for the Kingslayer. All right. In Batman v
What's the
Superman,
answer?
Dawn
What's
of
first?
Justice, Bruce Wayne has a vision in which Barry Allen informs him that blank is the key.
I see the men with no names are in the building. They're here
Mhm.
watching. Pretty
And here
cool.
in the live chat, good to see this too, as always. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pens down. Let's go to the Kingslayer first.
So I'm pretty sure at some point he says she's the key when he's referring to Lois.
Lois Lane is correct. And Hot Fuzz.
Lois Lane.
Correct. All right.
Both guys on the board.
Yep.
Question number 2 coming.
Yep. Question number 2. Question number 2 is going to come in the category of movie release dates.
Ooh, movie release dates. That's for you, C-Dub.
Yep. I just heard Scott Nance somewhere. You can feel a disturbance in the force anytime this category comes up. The question is, what year saw the release of the John Hughes comic book film Weird Science?
Ooh, throwback, classic. Cult
Everybody
classic.
forgets Weird Science was actually a comic book film.
I think it was Marvel, if I'm not mistaken.
If not originally, I think they did buy them out. Okay. Going to be looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. Hot Fuzz.
1986.
That is incorrect. Kingslayer.
I was between that and 1985. I know it's mid-80s.
1985 is correct.
Sandwich.
Yep. Obviously, the Kingslayer has been listening to Bowling for Soup lately. Thank you to those of you who got that joke. Anyway, let us go ahead and move ahead now to our next category, and that category is... Damn it, just lost it. Category is directors. The question is simple, gentlemen. Who directed X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Oh, snap. Blockbuster.
Or the thing that killed Blockbuster, depending on how you look at it. And who are we kidding? Blockbuster was dead long before this movie came out. All right. Both of these guys are writing feverishly, and we're going to look for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. And Kingslayer.
Drew a guy wearing a hood. It's Gavin Hood.
Gavin Hood is correct. And Hot Fuzz.
No, didn't have it.
Ooh, all right. Kingslayer taking a decent lead. 2 points in the lead, 3-1 right now. Let's see if Hot Fuzz can bounce back. The next question is going to come in a category of the MCU. All right. Who plays Scrapper 142, otherwise known as Valkyrie in Thor Ragnarok?
Love this performance.
Yep. I've liked a lot of her work since I first saw her.
You gave a hint. You said her. You might have wrote a guy's name.
Well. I think these guys are smart. I think they know how IMDb works, and I think they paid close attention to this movie. We're going to be looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hot Fuzz.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson is correct. And Kingslayer.
Yeah, this guy looks like a guy, Tessa Thompson.
All right. Kingslayer managing a 2-point lead, but Hot Fuzz is fighting back. The next question is going to come in the category of DC. DC. All righty. Who plays the role of Adrian Veidt, otherwise known as Ozymandias, in Watchmen?
I was just talking to a couple of buddies earlier about Watchmen. Literally has to be the greatest intro in a comic book film.
Definitely a good one. Yeah, definitely appreciate the quasi film noir intro to that.
Yeah, because the times they are changing.
Mm-hmm.
We know all about that now.
Absolutely. Hey, you never know. That question could come out in come up in a scores and soundtrack round. You gotta be careful with that stuff. And all 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hey, when you bust my balls on something like that, I got to do it right back. In any case, let's go to the Kingslayer.
Yeah, I fucked up my perfect round. For some reason, I cannot remember his name, so I went with Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is incorrect. He played the comedian, Hot Fuzz.
Yeah, I also couldn't put it.
Oh, yep. The perfect round is over for the Kingslayer. The correct answer was Matthew Good.
Oh,
Matthew Good. All right. The next question is going to come in the category of mixed bag. All right. In The Mask, what is Stanley Ipkiss's profession?
This was another great. This has got to be a cult classic. You know, classics right now, hands down.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it was one of the first Jim Carrey movies I ever saw, and kept following him ever since.
Yep.
Gonna need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to Hot Fuzz.
He works in a bank employee.
Yeah, I'll accept that. Correct. And Kingslayer.
Banker.
That is correct. Very good. All right. Kingslayer still maintaining that 2-point lead. Next question. It's going to come in the category of scores and soundtracks.
Oh.
All right.
Who provided the score for the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yeah, sure, no problem. I heard.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
No problem.
Brody, come on. Brody. Stop. Sorry.
That happens here all the time.
Yeah.
It's like every someone leaves next door, like he flips out.
At least it wasn't Polly this time. All right, so again, the question is, who provided the score for the Super Mario Brothers movie?
It's your chance, Joe. I'm not even going to try.
Name a composer.
I'll probably write a random one, but it's not going to be close.
Throwing in the towel. All right. Definitely looking for an answer from Hot Fuzz. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. Kingslayer.
I went with someone around that decade, I guess. Jerry Goldsmith.
Decent guess, but incorrect. And Hot Fuzz.
I went more obscure with my guess. I said Vince Dakota.
Also incorrect. The correct answer was Alan Silvestri.
I didn't need to go obscure. God damn it.
Alan Silvestri was the correct answer.
Actually, pretty generic one.
Mhm.
Yeah, no.
All right, gentlemen. Your final question is going to come in the category of Marvel films. In Spider-Man 3, who plays Captain George Stacy?
Oh, wait. Let's see if these guys could get this one, because I can only think of the Amazing Spider-Man one.
All right. Both of these guys are either deep in thought or already done and just playing up the drama. Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, Hot Fuzz.
That'll do, Pig. James Cromwell.
That is correct. And Kingslayer.
He's better in Star Trek.
James Cromwell is correct. All right. Well, it is still a hotly contested match here after round 1. The Kingslayer is currently in the lead with 6 points. Hot Fuzz is right on his trail with 4 points. So this is going to get interesting, especially as we head into round number 2. Round number 2, gentlemen, works as such. I have in my hands a random number generator app set between the numbers of 1 and 12. Each number corresponds with a different movie category. You may, if you do not like the category that you are randomly generated at first, you may have a mulligan unless, of course, you land on player's or opponent's choice, in which case you will either have your fate decided by your opponent or it will be in your own hands. Whatever category you finally land on, you will receive 5 questions. Those questions are worth 2 points each. However, if you feel like you need a little extra help, you can ask for multiple choice on any of those questions. If you do, the value of that question will be reduced to 1 point. Keep in mind, gentlemen, that both of you have the option to steal your opponent's points in this round, so pay very close attention, not just to your own questions, but to theirs as well. Kingslayer, since you are currently in the lead, you may elect to have your number generated first, or you may defer to Hot Fuzz. What would you like to do?
Well, Joe, since we have a lot of the same strengths, I think I'm going to go first.
Okay, here we go. You landed on category number 5. Category number 5 is going to correspond with Indiana Jones. Would you like to keep it, or would you like to go again?
I'm decent, but there's some categories that scare the hell out of me on this wheel.
Gonna need an answer.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's go ahead and...
All right, sticking with Indiana Jones. All right, here you go. Your first question in the category of Indiana Jones.
No, I said spin.
Oh, you're going to spin again. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
All right, I thought you said keep it. All right, you said let's go for it, so that's what I thought. All right.
Sorry,
You then landed on category number 10, which is the category of DC.
Oh, wait, no.
Okay, DC. All right. Kingslayer, your first question. The category of DC. Who plays Kathy Brennan, one of the 3 women who start their own crime organization in the film The Kitchen?
I know all 3. Knowing which ones would.
You can answer in 5, 4.
Let's just go for Melissa McBride.
Who?
Melissa McBride. I don't think
That
I'm
is
saying.
incorrect. Hot Fuzz for a 2-point steal.
Elizabeth Moss.
Also incorrect. You were close on The first name, Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yeah, I knew it. I knew her name.
Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah, that's pretty recent film, if I'm not mistaken.
That was a
I
fairly
just watched it too. It's god awful, but
All right.
Yeah.
Question number 2. In red, the people who are being targeted for assassination were all a part of a mission in what Central American country?
yeah, I'm gonna go for again Guatemala.
Guatemala is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Question number 3. In The Dark Knight Rises, who presides as judge over the phony trials which condemn Gotham's elite to exile and death?
Crane / Scarecrow.
Correct for 2 points. All right. Question 4. In Constantine, what is the name of Lucifer's son who attempts to claim Earth as his own kingdom?
How many repeats I have? I have 2 of them.
You have 3.
I think he asked for a repeat. Yeah, you got 3.
Oh, no, I didn't.
You have how many you had?
Oh, okay. My fault.
5. 4.
I'm gonna go for it. Main.
Correct for 2 points. And your final question in round 2 in the category of DC. In Green Lantern, the universe is divided into how many sectors?
I have a guess, but not super confident on it.
5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. All right, that's another repeat. In Green Lantern, the universe is divided into how many sectors?
Okay, 3,600.
Correct for 2 points. Wow.
Nice.
Very well done. With that, the Kingslayer has taken a commanding 10-point lead over Hot Fuzz. 14-4 is the official score. All right, Hot Fuzz, you got a little bit of legwork to do. Are you ready, sir?
Oh, yes.
All right, you landed on category number 2. And category number 2 is the category of Star Wars.
Yes, keep it.
All right, gonna keep Star Wars. Fitting for it being Star Wars Day.
I mean, it's not Star Wars Day here anymore. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, but never mind.
That's all right. All right, here we go. Your first question in round 2 in the category of Star Wars. In Return of the Jedi, what is the name of Jabba the Hutt's right-hand man?
Bib Fortuna.
Correct for 2 points.
Just like that, fighting back.
In the Clone Wars movie, how does Obi-Wan stall the Separatist general, allowing Ahsoka and Anakin to deactivate the energy shield?
I think best way to he opens negotiations.
Unfortunately, I can't accept that. There's a specific thing that he plans to do. Kingslayer for a 2-point steal.
Oh, you know what? He wants to. He's stalling by saying that he's going to surrender. And they're discussing the terms of surrender.
Feigning surrender is correct.
I'm going to challenge on that one because he's negotiating the surrender. I mean, I understand I'm missing the keyword surrender, but if it's not in the question, I'm not to know.
Okay, we got a challenge. What was the question again?
So the specific question is, how does Obi-Wan stall the Separatist general, allowing Ahsoka and Anakin to deactivate the energy shield? So he's faking. The key thing that I put in the question is he's faking surrender, and by dragging out the surrender, that is what is allowing for that time.
But the point is he's negotiating the terms of the surrender.
Was he surrendering in the film? Like he was surrendering himself?
He was faking that he was surrendering. Again, it was more to the point that he was discussing. You're right. He was discussing the terms of the surrender, but the key word in there is surrender. You know, that's the thing to me is he's negotiating specifically the terms of him surrendering his legion. Yeah. So without that, he could just be negotiating a ceasefire. We don't know.
Yeah, I gotta agree with James since this is surrender he's looking for.
But to that same point, he's negotiating the terms of the surrender, so therefore I've got the fact that he's negotiating. I just haven't. All right, I didn't say much of what he was negotiating, but he is stalling by negotiating. So I think. The question was.
He was negotiating.
Could have been.
Okay, here's the thing. All right.
He was negotiating, but the surrender, but you wanted more. You should have asked him for a little more specific, maybe.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Since the wording was confusing and that sort of thing, I will scrap the question and I will offer a new question.
I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Seems fair. Yeah, seems fair.
All right. Give me just a second. All right. New Star Wars question. All right, here we go. Here's a new Star Wars question for you. In Rogue One, what is the name of the creature that Saw Gerrera uses to get the truth out of Bodhi?
Boar Gullet.
Correct for 2 points.
Do I get extra points for the impression?
No, but those nonetheless. You get bonus nerd cred and not points in the actual match.
I'll take it.
All right. All right. Question number 3 in the category of Star Wars. Back up. All right. In The Phantom Menace, Qui-Gon offers to bet what against Anakin and Shmi's freedom?
The exact words he uses is his new racing pod.
Racing pod racer. That is correct for 2 points. All right. Question 4. In the Star Wars universe, Tatooine is located in what section of the galaxy?
The Outer Rim territories.
Correct for 2 points.
And just like that, he's down by 2 points. But I believe one question left. Gets this right, he could tie it going into round 3 if he gets this correct.
Indeed. Without going to multiple choice, that is correct. Final question in round 2 in the category of Star Wars. In Rogue One, on what planet is Galen Erso's research facility located?
Edu.
Correct for 2 points. All right. And just like that, we have a tie game, 14-14, heading into round 3. All right, here we go. This is how it works, gentlemen. You will each give me 3 numbers ranging from 1 to 15. The first number, each number will correspond with a different category. The first question you select will be worth 2 points. The second worth 3 points, and the final, the final question worth 5 points. By the end of this match, we will either have a winner or we will be moving into sudden death territory. With that said, Hot Fuzz, since you are technically the higher ranked player since you've played here before, please choose your 3 numbers first.
6, 12, and 4.
6, 12, and 4. And Kingslayer.
We'll go 11, 3, 8.
11, 3, and 8. Okay. And again, since you are the newbie here, Kingslayer, we will go to you first. You selected category 11. Category 11 corresponds once again with Star Wars. All right. In Return of the Jedi, Luke uses the Force to make C-3PO do what in order to convince the Ewoks to free him and his friends?
He levitates some lungs on a chair to make him think, to make all the Ewoks think that he's a god.
Float through the air, levitate. We'll accept that. All right. Fuzz, we now move to you. You selected category 6. Category 6 is the category of the MCU.
Okay.
In Avengers Infinity War, Drax comments that Thor looks like what 2 things made a baby?
A pirate and an angel.
Correct. All right, here we go.
Thank you
Next
for letting me
question.
relive that scene. Thank you.
You're very welcome. The next question is going to come in category 3, and this one is to you, Ruben. Category 3 is going to come in the category of scores and soundtracks. Here we go. 3 points. Who provided the score for Captain America, the Winter Soldier? You do still have 2 repeats at your disposal.
I'm not sure on that.
Get an answer in 5, 4, 3,
Repeat the question.
2. Okay. Got a 1 repeat left. All right. Who provided the score for Captain America, the Winter Soldier? Looking for answers in 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat the question.
1. All right, that was your last one. Who provided the score for Captain America, the Winter Soldier?
I'm not 100% sure.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Henry Jackman.
Correct for 3 points.
Great pull, Ruben.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Moving to Hot Fuzz. Your question, you selected category 12. Category 12 is Indiana Jones.
Okay.
In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, what kind of livestock are on the plane which Indy, Willie, and Short Round are on when they leave Shanghai?
Chickens.
Chickens, poultry, will accept that. Correct. All right. So it comes down to this. We are tied up right now. The Kingslayer, you can improve your odds of winning by hitting this 5-point question. You chose Category 8. Category 8 is going to correspond with Middle Earth.
Oh, thank God.
All right. If you miss this one, you got to hope that Hot Fuzz misses his.
He looks confident.
All right, Middle Earth. Here we go. In the Hobbit films, the character of Beorn is a descendant of what race? And I'll take the common tongue translation of it if that's all you need.
Okay, I was trying to make sure if there wasn't something else. All right, skin changers.
Correct for 5 points.
All right, I was trying to think if there was like some other like descendant.
All right. Here we go. So it all comes down to this. Category 4, 5-point question. If Hot Fuzz hits this, we're going to sudden death. If he misses, then we have ourselves a winner in the Kingslayer. Your question is going to come in the category of who said it. All right. For 5 points and to take it into sudden death.
Just to clarify, I have 4 apiece.
Yes, you have all 4 of your repeats left. The score as of right now stands 24-19. So here we go. The question is, which Middle Earth actor said the following? It is no bad thing to celebrate a simple life.
Ian Holm.
Sudden death, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! Holy
All
shit. These
Here we
motherfuckers
go.
ain't playing.
This is a barn burner. We knew it was going to be. We knew both of these guys being teammates had something to prove. Here we go.
Holy
Sudden
shit.
death. Get your whiteboards out, gentlemen.
What's the score right now, James, for people watching?
It's tied at 24 apiece.
Holy shit. Big time scores. Big time
Yep.
scores on IG.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, here is how sudden death works. I will read out a question. You will write down your answer on a whiteboard or piece of paper. You have 15 seconds to do so. I will call time and call you each individually. If you both get the answer correct, we keep moving. If you get the answer wrong, if both of you get the answer wrong, we keep moving. The first person to get the question correct and their opponent misses will be the winner. All right. First question in sudden death. In X-Men, what is the name of the young man whom Rogue kisses when she first discovers her powers?
Yeah, she left that motherfucker comatose on the floor.
Mm-hmm. Not exactly how you want any of your dates to end. Well, unless you're Bill Cosby.
Ooh, whoa.
Houston.
Whoa.
Got that. All right. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right, let's go to the Kingslayer.
Comatose for 3 weeks, I think. Cody?
Incorrect. Hot Fuzz.
David?
And your winner, Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly. David was the correct answer. Whoo-wee.
Between Daniel and Cody, so that's okay.
That was intense. Wow. Came right down to the wire. Hot Fuzz never let it shake him. He came up from behind. He overtook and won in the end. But the good news is, Ruben, you don't lose out on any points in the Sweaty Nerd Series with a sudden death loss, so you're still at a blank slate. You still got nowhere to go but up. Do not hang your head. This was a hell of a showing. Great, great stuff all around. Haven, what were your thoughts on this match, man?
Hey, you know, the Kingslayer had a 2-point lead going into round number 2, which was okay. Both of the guys, you know, they knew their stuff. You know, but when the Kingslayer finished round number 2, he was up by 10 points. So I thought that might have intimidated Hot Fuzz, but Hot Fuzz just ran into that fire like a champ. He didn't stop. He didn't hesitate. He knocked that damn wall down, and he came out with a tied game going into round number 3. And both of these guys, I don't know if they were just so good or just so disrespectful. They didn't even go to multiple choice one time in round number 2. So clearly these guys both know their IG. And holy shit, to go into sudden death, you know, and have the score they have right now, god damn, both of these guys are going to be hella scary moving forward.
Yeah, 25-24 is your final score. A hell of a match by 2. Obviously, very, very game competitors. You got to figure, I mean, the challenge working in the favor of Hot Fuzz, if that challenge had not been successfully upheld, then, yeah, that definitely would have been a death knell for Hot Fuzz. You got to figure. Let's go, speaking of, to Hot Fuzz right now. Hot Fuzz, how you feeling right now? I mean, walk us through it. You took it down to the wire. You sweating a little bit, the back of your neck a little hot. What's going on?
Mental exhaustion is how I feel. But do you know what? The first round, I'm most disappointed about missing that Gavin Hood question. The weird science release date, it was a year out. I didn't know it. It happens. The Gavin Hood one was one that annoyed me the most. I think we all saw Ruben's face when I spun Star Wars. We're both strong in Star Wars. He knew that. The challenge saved me. But look, when it comes to one-on-one across the whole fan leagues, aside from Robert Parker, Ruben's the best opponent I've ever faced. And it showed because it went down to the wire. It went down to sudden death. It's a fantastic match. There's nothing for him to hang his head about. That was a fantastic performance.
Yeah, especially for a first-time rookie out here in this league, and especially knowing my penchant for writing some pretty obscure questions in both rounds 2 and round 3. He came out and he proved his knowledge, no doubt about it. Going forward, anybody you're really looking to kind of step in the ring with as far as the Sweaty Nerd Series goes? Anybody you kind of had your eye on?
Not really, to be honest. I take each opponent as they come and just play from 0-0 and just see where we can go from there.
All right, fair enough. Well, with that out of the way, let us turn our attention now to the Kingslayer. I mean, he's got a bit of a bummed look on his face, but dude, hold your head high, dude. For a first timer to come out and do this well in a Jack of All Trivia IG match, it's a hell of a thing. And especially, we've had some heavy hitters in this league who came out for their debuts and didn't do near as well as you did. So you're in elite company, my friend. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm bummed. I'm bummed all over because I know I can think of at least 3 different mistakes I've made. Melissa McBride, I don't know why I said McBride. I don't know why that came out. I knew it was Melissa McCarthy. I 100% knew it was her. That's why I said Melissa Mc. And then, like, I don't know. I should have won multiple choice. I go multiple choice on that question. I get that 1 point. I immediately beat Joe by 1 point. So that is like one of the biggest mistakes I made. And then if Joe was my partner, I would have thought more about that challenge. He knows I would have. I've done it in the past. I fight hard about challenges that I don't believe in. But because Joe's my buddy, I couldn't do it. I couldn't fight that challenge. And I, you know, in hindsight, maybe I should have because that could have changed things. But it is what it is. That 5-pointer, like David, Daniel, and Cody, those 3 names for some reason were like going around in my head, all 3 of them, and I could not figure out which one it was. And I went Cody, and wasn't it? I knew he was coming to us for 3 weeks. I knew that. So, like, I knew how long he was coming to us for. I just couldn't think of the name.
Well, in any case, as I said before, you know, you don't lose any standing in the Sweaty Nerd Series. No points lost, no sudden death overtime loss. So you're still sitting at an even 0 points. So you've got nowhere to go but up in this situation. And with the kind of points you put up, anybody else you decide to take on in this in this Sweaty Nerd series is definitely going to have a hard time keeping up. Anybody, have you watched any of the past IG matches? Anybody you might have your eye on? Maybe you're looking to kind of step in the ring with next?
Honestly, I'm kind of new to like Jack of all trivia. I just heard about it, so I just kind of started. I compete in other leagues. I know players I want to face in other leagues. As far as this league, I don't know who all specifically competes in this one, but I like hard fought matches like this one. This is the third match in my entire family career. Actually, within the last year, I've gone to sudden death, and the last year I've gone to sudden death 3 times, and it seems like I love going to sudden death. But I like those matches because it's exciting and it's competitive. It makes, I don't know, it's like an adrenaline rush. So whoever can put me back into sudden death again, I like it.
All right, fair enough. Well, we will be sure not to pull any punches. We will definitely stick you with the heavy hitters. Iron sharpens iron, as we all know. We will definitely see you in Jack of all trivia again here in the very, very near future. We appreciate you being a part of this tonight. But as always, we are going to have to wrap it up just a little bit here tonight. It has been a heck of a night. I'm drained. I know you guys are drained. I know our competitors are drained. So why don't we just go ahead and sign off so we can all get some freaking rest. All right, let's go ahead and start off with our victor this evening, going around the horn and seeing where everybody can be found. Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly, where can the good people find you, my friend?
You can find me all across the fan leagues, Joe Hot Fuzz Farrelly. You can find me on Twitter at Joe Ed Farrelly. Mostly, and also in the other leagues and teams competing with this guy.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. And to the debuting King Slayer, where can everybody find you?
Yeah, movie trivia, face-offs, probably my more favorite league. It's the one I compete the most in. Have a faction over league shadows. You can see me over there. Multiplex. I'm gonna be in it for, I won't say too much about that. Actually, I don't want to run anything, but multiplex. You can also find me over in Full Metal. Pretty much everywhere in the fan leagues. Just all geek matches. It's like the same goal, so I won't go.
Fantastic stuff. And of course, my brother in the NWO, the one and only Haven Pendergast, the villain himself. Where can the good people find you?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook at Jack of All Trivia. That's how you get in the league, you know, how you get matches. And, of course, on YouTube, Jack of All Trivia. That's how you can watch these matches.
Absolutely right. And you can find me, your host, the King of Hearts, James Shimo, right here in Jack of All Trivia. You can find me hosting the IG Leagues here on Mondays. You can also find me defending my movie trivia championship, hopefully coming up sometime soon. Am I right, Haven?
Yep.
All right. And, of course, you can find me and Haven defending our team belts right here at Jack of All Trivia as well. And I will be getting involved in that wrestling division here very soon. And speaking of the wrestling division, you will be able to find myself and my partner here, the villain Haven Pendergast, on the ship of Jericho for the Chris Jericho Rock and Wrestling Rager at Sea triple whammy. Sail away, man. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. We went last year. It was a blast. If any of you guys are wrestling fans and you haven't had an opportunity to go on this trip yet, I highly recommend it, especially with all the COVID-19 stuff that's been going on. As soon as they're clearing us to go, get out, have some fun, enjoy yourselves. It's a much appreciated vacation. You will not be disappointed. But that is going to wrap it up for us here at Jack of All Trivia. Thank you all so much for joining us, but I must bid you all adieu. So on behalf of Hot Fuzz, Joe Farrelly, the King Slayer, Ruben Colon, the villain, Haven Pendergast, I'm the King of Hearts, James Shimo, and I must bid you goodbye. Mwah! And as always, may the force be with you. Bang!